It's Madden NFL 23 on EA.
Is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And when you watch Corral play, you have to be impressed with just how fearless he is in any situation. Excellent in the pocket, accurate, ball gets out of his hands quickly. He also can break out and create big plays as well, often with his legs. A tough runner, a tough leader. This guy has big-time potential.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
To throw again on second down. Corral firing quickly here, and that's complete. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 3 catches, 53 yards, and a touchdown.
This defense is ranked near the bottom of the league against the pass. You get the sense that he feels like if he gets covered on any call, he's going to be upset. He thinks he should be open on every snap in this game.
Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll go again here with Akers. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Rams had 5 and 6 to start play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Touchdown, Rams! Garrett Wilson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. This is a crew that come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them up the treadmill. Because you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you're going somewhere, but you're really out here in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. They're going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Under center for the Vikings, out comes the former Michigan State Spartan and longtime veteran Kirk Cousins.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Cousins throw pulled in by Jefferson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing, Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Rams are going offense here with a 1st and 10. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they have things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge game, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Going right back to Akers. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Now this throw caught left side. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 15-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the 1st drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
On the play fake, Corral. Forced out to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Corral here working from the gun. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Andrew Booth picks it off. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
Following the interception, Cousins. It's caught. Smith. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that in-line point of attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. And taken at the 46. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. Now this offense and Garrett Wilson headed back out. And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them. No matter how many people are put in his direction, it just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has. Fakes the handoff. Now Corral to throw it. Rolling to his left. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Garrett Wilson with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Thielen with his first catch, and it's a first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Throwing on first down, but this one lines up to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. To Jefferson on the slant. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 42. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
On second down, Cook. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On third down, Cousins. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Chad Muma fighting all the way through and getting the sack. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, this time it's going to come from the middle linebacker because watching the lineman, it seemed to me that they thought he was going to drop back into pass protection, but he surprised them and came on the blitz instead and had a pretty clear run to the quarterback.
So here are the Rams to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Off play action. Here's Corral. Being chased out left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd down, here's Corral. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And his throw is incomplete.
And his drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and that will come the offense as they take over. Set to go again. Here's Cam Akers in the LA offense. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Dancing to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Corral. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they get a good lead. And part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here and they can look to really open things up now with this first and goal.
Corral to throw once again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal. Here's Corral. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. And Hill will opt for the touchback. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Cousins to throw it. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
And that one on the rookie, Charles. Maybe a little too overeager.
You know how many times about the quarterback having to have a clock in his head and make sure the ball gets away before the rush gets there? When you're a pass rusher, you have to know when the ball is gone and make sure you don't hit the quarterback afterward. I know he's trying to make a play, but that time he ends up drawing the flag.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Here's Corral on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Corral looking to throw. He finds Wilson. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop him with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Play action, Corral. Out to his left. Got a man here, it's Wilson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Then their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Corral sets up play action. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. A final shot before the half for Corral. It's brought in by Wilson. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. A second down throw for Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Cousins. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. first down. Here's the run with Cook. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Cousins now on second down. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. That'll give them 8 that time. And now we've got a third down and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Third and short yardage. Cousins. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he will have a Vikings first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Back to the ground. Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now Cousins. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 25-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. A first down throw for Cousins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Dropped for a loss of 7 on multiple defenders. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Prater for the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. A give up the middle to Akers. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. On the give, this is Akers. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Garrett Wilson, a 14-yard touchdown. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that as he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And now out comes... They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Tackled by Ashton Davis up from the secondary. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL. Back now here on EA Sports. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. Here's Cousins. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. To the air again, it's Cousins. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Aaron Donald able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Rams are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
This offense and Garrett Wilson headed back out.
So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field? Out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
On the handoff, it's Akers.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 2nd and 10, Cousins. That is incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, a pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
On 3rd down, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the 1st down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Running for it, here's Cook. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They'll run on 1st down with Akers.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Corral sets up play action. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
But normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal. Here's Corral.
The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Rams.
Cooper Kupp.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Rams look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Johnson for the extra point try.
And the lead is now 24. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw is Cousins.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
First down. Here's Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle. A gain of 8 there on the play, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Again, it's Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Throwing, Cousins. They'll wind up losing 11 on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
2nd and 21. A lot of ground to cover.
Throwing is Cousins. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Steps away.
He'll dump this off to Akers.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Corral takes a shotgun snap.
He's going to have the hook up to Ross.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Corral to throw on 1st and 10.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On the ground, it's Akers.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track.
A give, running right is Akers.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
So the LA Rams with a victory here.
And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get.